I'm a bad motherfucker.
I've got some more to show you. So just to let you know that the Young Turks have been for every war ever. Here's what happened. Remember we just covered what happened to Libya? And how the reason why they overthrew Libya and painted Muammar Gaddafi as a madman was because he was going to start his own currency called the Afro that was going to compete with the euro and the American dollar. And Hillary Clinton's emails revealed they can't have that, and that's why they did that. So that's why they overthrew Libya and turned it into a failed state. And so here's Cenk Uygur cheering that on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Down goes Gaddafi. It appears down goes Gaddafi. So right now, we have not gotten Gaddafi captured yet, but it appears that he has lost control of Tripoli. 2 of his sons are gone, meaning Saif al-Islam.
Have you ever seen someone so excited about wrecking a country and slaughtering people to do it for Western hegemony and imperialism?
Dude, he looked like if Eddie Haskell was fat and Turkish.
He couldn't be happy.
Great, Mrs. Cleaver.
Yeah.
He's like the most insincere fat fuck.
And 2 other sons are actually been captured. Then we've got Kamis and Mutasim, who are still apparently fighting. So a couple of sons out there and a couple of sons detained. One of the sons detained said, me? No, I've been with the Libyan people the whole time. What, there's a war going on? I didn't know that. No, I've always been for freedom. Come on, dude. Come on. Okay. His prime minister has already fled to Tunisia. And people in Tunisia are like, we don't know why he showed up here. But he, you know why? Because he had to get the hell out of Tripoli. Okay? Because it's over. OVAH. Gaddafi's done. Okay. Now, who's the man who supported the Libya policy when almost no one else did? Hey, Jesus, can you remind me who that was? Let's just take a quick look here.
But when you go to the substance of whether they should have done the no-fly zone or not, if I was in Congress, would I have voted for it? Given the limited scope of it, yes, I would have agreed to it. It's very ironic because I'm usually very tough on Obama, as people who watch this show know.
But I'm for every war.
I get a lot of heat from progressives.
He was for the expansion of the Afghanistan war under Obama. He was for the Libya action. He's for the Syria war. He's for Ukraine war. There isn't a war he doesn't like.
I'm fiscally conservative, but I'm socially loose on horse fucking.
Well, not really progressives, but from Democrats for being that way. But it looks like the only country who's really supporting him fairly wholeheartedly on the substance of this is me. Of course, that's a wild overstatement. I'm sure other people support him on it as well. But there have been a lot of people in the news coming out and saying, I think it's a good policy.
Now, look at that. I supported Obama on Libya. You know why? Not because I like Obama or I don't like Obama. Not because I like Democrats or Republicans. It's because I thought it was the right policy. Now, at the time, you remember a lot of liberals said, oh, no, we can't do Libya. It's not the right way to go. And the conservatives said, oh, we...
So he's proud of it. He's proud of it. He wants credit for Libya. Cenk Uygur.
Wait, now,
he's
is this
proud of it.
After the slave markets or this before?
This is right during.
Oh.
So here...
Wait, he's Turkish as hell.
So let's watch. This is him talking about me, saying that I'm lying about him. Watch.
Everything he says is over the top, ridiculous. It's lies. His lies about me are endless. If you ever listen to anything he says,
but don't
listen. It's a terrible mistake. He says I'm in favor of bombing Syria. I've never said that. He's a preposterous liar.
Preposterous.
Ooh, it's like a.
Well, let's see. Let me see. Did I lie?
Now let me show you why they don't want to take military action. First of all, the American people have been polled. They don't want to go. 62% say hell no. 24% say yes. Now, I'm partly in the yes category. This is a rare situation where I'm not in the center of the country. Like, I love to show polls and show, look, my position is the same as the American people. Here, I don't want ground troops. That would be an absolute mess.
Well, you're for bombing?
But I think if we drew a red line and we said, hey, listen, we're going to set a precedent not to use chemical, biological, or nuclear weapons, and a dictator has crossed that line, I think using our Air Force is a significant possibility. And we could, knock down their entire fleet probably fairly quickly and efficiently,
real easy.
Thereby giving the rebels a much bigger advantage and sending a message without having to risk ground troops. It doesn't mean you don't risk anything, and it does cost a lot of money. I get all that, and there's significant downsides. But we can't have our bluff called and not do anything about it.
We can't have our bluff called and not. We got to bomb some motherfuckers.
You know, Jimmy, I still respect him for not going on Ozempic.
So here I am. Here he is to my face after he called me a preposterous liar, saying that Cenk was for bombing Syria. Here he is to my face telling me he's for bombing Syria. Watch this. I'm the only one on the panel, by the way, who's against bombing Syria. Johnny Applepie was for it. Guy who never had an original thought in his life ever. Ben Mankiewicz, host of Turner Classic Movie, he was for bombing Syria. So is Cenk Uygur. Watch.
Curious, Jimmy, that you might agree with that. Like that, this doesn't accomplish much, and hence, what's the point? But does that mean that if it did accomplish more, you'd be in favor of it, or no? Like,
No.
so you're against it under all circumstances.
So under all circumstances, I'm against it because it's just more war and there's no reason to it. Certainly not the reason they're giving us. I have a hard time believing that Barack Obama gives a shit about the civilians in Syria. I really don't think he cares. And because if he did care, if that was really the litmus test of innocent people, why aren't we bombing North Korea? Why aren't we bombing?
Because we can't. And isn't that fair? Look, I'm going to take you guys on that, okay? Because so we can't bomb Russia if Russia uses chemical weapons because we don't want to start World War III. You're right, absolutely, right? Okay, but why don't we take?
What about countries that can't fight back?
Now we can fight Russia.
What about
can't
countries?
we?
Yeah, but now we can.
Yeah, right.
Right.
World War III now.
Now he's for
Ukraine.
World War III. But what? But back then he was just for bombing countries that can't fight back. Watch.
Oh, take the low-lying fruit.
Low-lying fruit. He calls
Okay,
it.
like send a message wherever we practically can. So
Send a message wherever we can. Bomb every country wherever we can.
Not to trust us.
That's what
we
he's
are
saying.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
We are killing your family.
Korea, I'd love to decapitate all the leaders in North Korea and set that country free. But we might lose Seoul, South Korea, and millions of people.
Within
We can't
24
do
hours.
it, right? And if we can do it in Syria and help some people, well, okay, that's a good place to start.
There he is strenuously advocating for bombing Syria after he called me a preposterous liar. Preposterous.
If you whip out the word preposterous, like
Yeah.
in modern times, I think that you're the liar. That's preposterous.
So here's my response.
Collectively enforce the law is because it breeds disrespect and contempt for the law. So if you're trying to uphold international law selectively, you're doing the exact opposite. You're undermining international law because we illegally invaded Iraq and a million people were killed, displaced other millions. How many thousands of innocent people were killed in that? That was an illegal war. We lied about it. If nobody kept us in check, somehow we have to still keep other people in check.
So now you'd want another country to come bomb the United States because we crossed a red line and we went into Iraq illegally and killed 1 million people. You'd be for someone would morally be right. So that's what Cenk is advocating for.
I'm a brawler. I'm a ballroom brawler.
I said it yesterday. You can't have Tony Soprano giving out parking tickets. It doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, but if you
I don't know why Israel flipped on it, but they did. So is that part of our decision making? Have you been paying attention to American politics? Of course it's part of our decision making. But I don't view that as nefarious. I view that as like, I don't know, like if you're Israel, Assad is never going to harm you. And so the fact that they're now saying we should attack Assad, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Not a bad thing to go ahead and attack Syria and Assad. Here's another one. Here's Black of the Empire says, reminder, in just a couple of weeks, Cenk Uygur has used his Twitter to reduce the occupation of Palestine into a battle of sky gods, defend the establishment's illegal bombing of Syria, and now to push Cold War propaganda with McCarthyism, home of the progressives. So I don't know what kind of mental defective you have to be a victim of a head injury to still watch that show for news.
You got to be in their specific clique. Like
It's
everybody that watches that, it's like somebody that would watch like Pod Save America or like The Reader of the Atlantic.
Yeah.
That's a specific, it's like Goop.
But
Remember Goop?
MSNBC's already there.
But no,
Right?
no,
CNN is
that's
already
for your
there.
Mom. That's for your
Yeah, I
super
guess you're
liberal
right.
mom. You want like your millennials. That's one of the last millennial fake progressive rich kid things still around. Like Jezebel closed a long time ago. All that shit's closing. There's the last one around.
They are.
Vice is gone.
All right, over to Steph.
Okay, Jimmy, you're gonna make your announcement. We're gonna go over to Rumble.
I want to remind people about our show in England.
Oh, remind them about the show in English.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit
Isn't it swell? The memes make themselves. They found a rabbi hole, tunnels and all. There's Jews in the walls. Isn't it bliss? The rabbinical grace soiling the mattresses. Well, let me tell you. If I were Rabbi Shmuley and diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd diddle little bums. If I were a Shmuley man, I'd peddle all my dildos, dreidel dildos, selling dildos with my daughter and her mum. If I were a Jewish Shmuley man, I'd be digging with a dildo in my bum. I'd wear a grotesque nose and go grab some goyim right on the nipple with a pinch. A Shabbos lap dance brace for the youngest mensch.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate shitty coffee? I, for one, really hate shitty coffee, which is why I'm excited to introduce to you a company that's revolting against shitty coffee, and it's called the 1775 Coffee Company. Now, I haven't had it yet because I only drink decaf. Steph has had it. Steph, how do you like it?
I really like it. I've been, you know what? I have a French press, and so I've been using my French press and totally enjoying it. It's delicious. It's smooth. It's smooth.
So 1775, the world awake. In 1775, the world awakened to a new era. And now it's 1775 Coffee Company is bringing you a coffee that embodies that revolutionary spirit. Crafted with passion and precision, our beans are ethically and exclusively sourced from the finest coffee beans farms of Bolivia. Didn't know that. 1775 Coffee Company's farm-to-cup journey ensures the highest quality of authenticity and sustainability from start to finish. With each sip, your palate will recognize and appreciate the dedication and passion that goes into crafting this single-sourced brew. 1775 Coffee Company takes pride in offering customers a truly exceptional coffee experience with their premium coffee collection. But their dedication to this revolution extends beyond the realm of taste. Safeguarding freedom of speech is critical right now, which is why 1775 Coffee Company has joined forces with Rumble in defense of one of our most fundamental rights, freedom of speech. Coffee that's sure to awaken all your senses, including the sense of freedom. So choose 1775 Coffee by going to 1775coffee.com/litter. That's LITTER, and use the code LITTER for 10% off the checkout on your first order. 1775 Coffee, brewed to perfection, crafted with revolution.